not sure she wouldn't be better off back in the hospital. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know what you're doing. But you have to think of yourself, you know. And whatever happened to that chap of yours? Gavin, wasn't it? He seemed quite nice.
Lily, good morning. I missed you at the surgery.
I'm on a police case.
Splendid, splendid.
It's a fatality. And I'm just getting started.
Good.
Here we are. And I've brought you some of that nice yogurt that you like. Mum? Mum?
Yes, I just wanted to put the record straight on a personal matter, as it were.
Oh?
Yes, it appears that after the party the other night, and beforehand too, I mean, not that I have any prejudice in this matter, indeed, far from it.
Heston, I have to go.
Well, you know, it seems that you, surgery, are labouring under the misapprehension that I am in fact gay.
Sorry.
Are you the doctor?
Yes, I am.
You're what? Heston?
She just stopped breathing. She was fine half an hour ago. I mean, a bit drowsy, what with all these tablets and things, but she was all right, wasn't she? I'd just given her some breakfast, not that she has very much in the mornings anymore, just porridge and fruit, that sort of thing, but we did her an egg the other day, and some soldiers.
I'm afraid.
No, please, no.
Your mother's passed away. I'm truly sorry.
Dr. Hassan?
Yes.
DC Rourke, Phil. Sorry about the rush. So Jenny there just found him on his bonfire. The neighbour complained about the dog barking.
You're not treating it suspicious.
Gardening accident for now, unless you tell me otherwise.
My sincere condolences.
She was an amazing woman in some ways.
I'm sure.
Tough as old boots. She brought up 3 children on her own after my dad left. Never really complained. Well, not till the end.
And she'd been ill for some time.
2 years, almost to the day, in fact.
You do know this is your fault.
Me?
Well, if you'd got in here sooner rather than standing outside, chatting...
Maggie.
No, I saw him. On the phone.
Well, I had no idea.
What, that she was gravely ill?
Well, I know that she'd had a ischemic heart condition for some...
Well, then we should have gone straight to the undertaker then, shouldn't we? Cut out the middleman.
Well, I'm very sorry you feel that way.
Yes, well, Kim's my witness. I can assure you that I will be taking this to the...
Maggie, she'd already gone.
Medical council, isn't it?
General Medical Council, yes.
She was already dead. She died when you were in the kitchen.
She couldn't have. Why didn't you tell me?
I just wanted a minute, that's all. You've been driving me mad.
Not bad, eh?
Do we have a name?
Barry Hargreaves, 62.
Married?
Widowed, lived on his own.
So he could have been out here for a while.
He was, by the look of it.
Profession?
Sort of importer-exporter, if you like.
Of what?
We're looking into that.
And this is Gracie's home address for the certificate?
Yes, we've always lived here. I moved back in, actually, to look after her.
I see.
Maggie lives in Cheshire, though. She teaches art.
And have you given any thought to an undertaker at all?
I'll phone them now. But there won't be a funeral.
There won't?
Mum wanted to donate her body to science, to the medical school. I went through the forms with her.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm a ward sister at Birmingham Central.
Ah, that all makes sense.
Maggie would have had her back in there, but there's no way Mum wanted that. You see, she's the eldest. She was very close to Mum when we were kids, helped bring me and Robbie up, really. But now, well, I'm more...
Primary carer, shall we say.
I've got to warn you, it's like a pork scratching under there. All brown and crispy.
Substantial charring. Teeth and both orbits fully exposed. You don't have to watch.
See, there's a couple of things I don't like. For one, he doesn't look like much of a gardener to me. A bit big for Ellen Titchmarsh. And for another, there's the way he fell.
Actually,
What's up?
I prefer to draw my own conclusions at this point.
Okay.
Thanks, Vivian. If you could just put this back an hour. Mrs. Cropley. Oh, what again? Oh, I mean, all right. Tell her I'm going to cancel my entire patient list and devote the rest of my career to her irritable bowel. Right.
This must have reached quite a temperature, but then the body fat would have contributed to that. Oh, there's been some seepage here over quite a large area.
Listen, I don't want to tell you how to do your job or anything.
Thank you.
But I mean, if he did just fall, surely he'd be face down or on his side.
Yes, that did occur to me.
Yeah?
That doesn't make me Hercule Poirot.
So what are you saying? He could have been put there after he was dead?
I'm not saying anything yet.
But it's possible, right?
Excuse me.
Lily, sorry, I was interrupted.
Yes, I know the feeling.
Is this an inopportune time?
I know, I'm sure the cadaver won't mind waiting.
Right, it's about what I was referring to earlier.
Heston, for goodness sake, your private life's your own.
Pardon?
I'm not remotely interested in what you get up to.
Well, I don't get up to anything. I mean, not recently. I mean, that's my whole point.
I'm not interested. Not now.
They're on their way.
I'll see to the paperwork. Oh, and someone will need to sign a release form as the next of kin before the school can come and get the body.
That's no problem.
I'll put the kettle on.
Oh, not for me, thanks.
Aren't you going to wait until they come for her?
Kim seems to have everything under control.
Yes, she always does. Well, we'll keep you informed about arrangements. It'll probably be at St. Winifred's.
I thought I'd tell them together when Rob gets here.
And they'll both be au fait with that, will they?
He will be, yes.
Tea, Kim? Am I missing something? What's going on?
All right. Look, there won't be a funeral.
What do you mean?
At least not for a while, anyway.
Okay, thanks for that. Nice one, cheers. Right, he's got form. Receipt of stolen goods and trading without a license.
When was that?
6 years ago. Oi, just be careful in there, okay? And he's done time, late 80s.
Which means?
He's gonna have enemies.
Maybe he reformed.
Yeah, looks like it. So we just need to establish there was some sort of violence, okay?
No, we need to establish some facts.
Yeah, but come on, what would you rather have? A barbecued fat bloke or a murder?
And then the body is preserved with a chemical called formalin.
And used for what, exactly?
Dissection. Maggie, it's not Mum anymore, is it? She's gone.
Yes, half an hour ago.
So it's just a body, isn't it? Flesh and bones, that's all. Tissue.
Why don't you just say meat? How long did they keep her for, then?
Usually 2 years. After which time the remains are cremated in the usual way and the relatives invited to a service.
No way. I'm sorry. You are not doing that to my mother.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
How could you even think of it?
Well, anything?
There's no sign of any blow to the head. But there is something unusual.
Yeah?
It's inconclusive at this point. You see? The back of the body is actually far less burnt than the front, which does indicate he couldn't have just collapsed into this position.
Right now we're talking, yeah?
No, wait. I'm still examining him, so let's not call in Socko just yet. Or Sherlock Holmes, or the cavalry.
Maggie, it can be a shock, I know, particularly at this early stage. And I don't want to sway you either way. I can assure you that the remains are treated with the utmost respect.
Don't give me that.
No, I give you my word. And you must realize how invaluable these donations are to medicine.
It's not as if she didn't have a spiritual side, you know. Sent us all to Sunday school, midnight mass at Christmas.
I'm sure.
She was always so modest. There's no way on earth she would have wanted people, complete strangers.
Well, Kim did say it was her final wish.
Well, Kim would. She could wrap around her little finger, especially at the end.
Maybe she wanted to give something back for all the care she'd received. I mean, people do.
Oh, I might have known. You were bound to stick together, weren't you?
Who is?
You two. You're both in the same game, aren't you?
Game. You're the one who spends your life mucking about with crayons.
Perhaps I should be going.
Look, it was her decision.
When she was up to her eyeballs in medication.
Can you believe this?
So, I think you are manipulating a confused old woman just to get what you want. So maybe I will have a word with someone about the pair of you.
You horrible, selfish.
Truth hurt, does it?
Because I looked after her. Is that what this is?
We're not all control freaks, Kim.
And we're not all neurotic either.
I'm really sorry, but I don't think this is the place.
You're a fine one to talk.
What's that supposed to mean?
Hello?
That's Robbie.
No, it's personal. Yeah, but don't tell her that. Blame it on the printers or something. Yeah, gotta go. Sorry, I've only got an hour between trains. So you're the doctor, right?
I am indeed, Dr. Carter.
How's she doing? Haven't been able to get up here much. What's the problem?
She's passed away. Robbie.
Are you okay?
Of course.
I really am very sorry.
Nah, don't be. To be honest, I couldn't stand the old trout. Horrible woman, always was.
Right, what do we got here, guys? Well done, you guys. You're kidding me.
2 years?
Approximately.
What, and they just sort of cut bits off her?
Oh, Rob, please don't be so childish.
I think it's appalling.
No, it's medical science.
Still a bit creepy, though. Like a film or something.
You see?
He's just being stupid.
Okay, I was just hoping to see the back of the old witch.
Oh, Robbie, please.
Well, she was.
You could still show a little respect.
Well, you're the one who wants to pickle her. Well, that's about right, isn't it? You wanted her rest in peace, and you wanted her rest in pieces. What, and now you want me to decide? Is that it?
Sorry, you could just excuse me a minute.
Fireworks, hundreds of them, sell for a fortune. Lethal, some of them. Chinese by the look of it. Been raiding places all week.
Good for you.
Found anything then?
Nothing I could say was suspicious.
Oh, come on, you said it yourself. The burns were all wrong.
I didn't say he was murdered.
Yeah, well, maybe someone thought he's done on that side. Let's flip him over. I don't know, a bloke who smuggles dodgy fireworks ends up doing a Guy Fawkes impersonation on November the 5th in his own back garden, and that's not suspicious.
Not medically, no.
Yeah, boss, I think we got a crime scene here.
No, hang on.
I've been hanging on. Yeah, I think we need to get soccer down here.
I asked you for more time.
Yeah, how long will that take?
Sorry to call again. Lily?
No, it's probably just as well. We could have had 2 corpses on our hands. So what is it now?
I need some advice. Weren't you treating Grace Patton?
Yes. Go on.
I'm just going to sign the form anyway.
Oh, no, you're not. Tell him we're having second thoughts.
Can you believe this? She's suddenly come over all religious.
Will you two pack it in?
What? Because I happen to have a conscience?
Well, it's a pity you didn't have one earlier. Then maybe you'd have managed to visit a bit more.
How dare you?
Easy, because I'm the one who's been stuck here.
You've got to give her that.
Well, some of us have families. We can't just drop everything.
You could have managed.
And you could have managed to have a life if you'd wanted one.
Hey, come on.
I gave up everything for her.
And you loved it, playing the martyr.
Now that's enough!
She was just another patient as far as you were concerned. Someone else for you to boss around and maul about.
You are disgusting. Do you know that?
No wonder that bloke of yours couldn't stand it.
You are so out of order.
And when did you last come to see her?
What, from London?
You see, here I am trying to bring up teenagers and you're still behaving like one.
Do you know what? Stuff you then! Kim, you do whatever you want.
No, Rob, what do you want?
I just want to get shut of her so I can forget that she ever existed.
Good, fine. Are you going to cancel them or shall I?
Listen to yourself, for goodness sake. You can't just give her a funeral whether or not she wanted one, out of spite.
Sorry, forgot my bag.
We got 10 minutes, yeah?
Yep.
Might as well leave that now for the pathologist.
Sleeves torn.
Well, there you go. Must have been a struggle.
What else have we got?
Yeah, boss. I think she's found something. Yeah, I know.
Sorry, I have to be impartial. This is entirely a matter for yourselves.
But you must have a view.
Donation. Well, I certainly couldn't have trained without it any more than any other medical profession, but that's not to say it's right for every family.
But you want us to do it.
Well, I really can't say, but I think it's a decision that should be taken for positive rather than negative reasons, whoever makes it.
Meaning?
Well, tell me if it's none of my business, but I can't help wondering why you resent her so much.
Well, that is none of your business.
How about getting beaten every day?
Oh, please.
Funny though, eh? How the only thing she kept of Dad was his belt.
Oh, all right, she did have a temper with him.
No, that's just it. She'd plan it all. Any excuse. Birthdays, they were the best. She'd get me to invite all my friends round and give me a good slap in front of a lot of them, remember?
I see.
Dad left her, 20-odd years ago. Met someone, decided to get about as far away as he could. New Zealand. Now, that wasn't right, but I can't entirely blame him either. Anyway, he kept in touch at first, and I was going to go out and see him. Maybe even stay there. I'd have jumped at the chance. And then one day the letters just stopped. And that was it.
And that was Mum's fault?
And then he died. Accident at work, 9 years ago? And I was sat up there in my room, crying my heart out. And she came in, and I asked her how come she couldn't even shed a tear. And she said it was because it served him right. And she was glad that I'd never see him again, because she hated his guts, and mine too. See, she'd torn up the ticket and all the letters ever since to punish us both for what he'd done.
You know, Rob, I sometimes think you look for any excuse to bring up all this silly, self-indulgent...
No, it's true. She told me.
When?
Last Christmas. I asked her why she never sent Robbie a card, and so she told me what she'd done. And then she started crying and carrying on, saying she was sorry, but from that day on, I just couldn't speak to her. And I never did. Not one word unless I had to, even though we were under the same roof. So yes, if she wants to give her body up, then I'm glad, because I'm telling you, I wouldn't go to her funeral anyway. Because I don't think she deserves one. And neither did she.
Take a look at this.
Hold on.
Puncture wounds
You what?
on both legs.
That's it, we got wounds. Great, I'll get it taped off. You're gonna have to stop that now. I'm gonna call a pathologist. Do you hear me? Don't touch anything else.
I do know what I'm doing.
Look, just get away from there. Now.
I knew it wasn't right. Her doing something for other people. I've a good mind to do the opposite. Same as she would have done to me.
I don't think Grace's body is really the issue here. It's a matter of addressing the past and moving on from there. If it's any help, she once told a colleague of mine that she'd done something truly awful to her own son, for which she could never be forgiven.
And that makes it all right, does it? Persecuting me, humiliating me, hating me all my life.
Of course it doesn't, Rob, but you're going to have to decide what's best for you.
I know. But I can't, can I? You have no idea how much I have despised this woman. Forgive me, loathed her all my life. Even though she was my own mother. No, because she was my own mother.
But Rob, that's all the more reason to do what's right. And for the right reasons.
So they're here then?
Yes.
Right, I'll bring them round.
No, there's no need.
Listen, you did brilliant, love. Thanks.
There was no crime here.
Yeah, whatever.
You were right. He did fall face down and he was turned after death.
Oh, happy days.
But that doesn't mean to say he was murdered. He had a heart attack while he was burning some leaves.
Are you for real?
He just collapsed.
So who moved him then, huh?
You mentioned a dog.
You're really starting to do my head in now.
Where is it?
Next door.
I think he fell into the fire dead, and then at some later stage the dog tried to drag him out. Turned him, tore his sleeve, left tooth marks on his legs.
That's ridiculous. That's not going to happen.
What breed is it?
An Alsatian, there's just no way.
White one by any chance?
What's that there?
Oh, hang for a while.
How about you, Kim? Do you think you'll be able to forgive her?
Ask me in a few years, when we've laid her to rest.
I'm on my way, Mrs. Cropley. No need to call an air ambulance. So, how was the case?
Satisfying.
Thanks for the advice. It was a great help all round.
What was it you wanted to tell me, Heston?
Oh, it's nothing really. It's by the by. You see, the whole donation issue. I didn't want to say anything to the family, but I do feel very strongly about it as it happens.
I see.
Someone very close to me nearly died a couple of years ago because of a lack of a kidney.
Really?
My girlfriend at the time.
So that's what you've been trying to tell me all day, that you're not gay? Honestly.
Well, you do believe me.
Well, I do now.
Why?
Because only a straight guy could be that insecure about his sexuality.
Lily, have you got a minute to spare for a chat?
Sorry, pressed for time. You'll have to wait until after surgery.
Weddings always follow an engagement. And we are engaged, aren't we?
You're jealous?
Jealous? You've met your match.
Look, I can't marry Cynthia.
So there is a get-out.
Only if it's justifiable.
And there's more sibling rivalry next on BBC1 Scotland when envy leads to a diagnosis of murder. Then at 5:15, The Weakest Link.